are still in chapter 3, verse 12 today. If you have the book, it is page 59. Thus, when the citta or mind core remains shant, calm, and undisturbed at all times, and in the face of all circumstances, the end result or parinam of citta ekagrata or one-pointedness of the mind core is achieved. When the citta or mind core remains shant, calm in any circumstances. This is very important, and this is where yoga is different than any other exercise. I've been repeating this since we have new comers coming every week, that yoga is talking about the mind core. Before any thought sprouts, before anything happens, before you start thinking, the mind core is already at work. If you want to change something, you have to change at that level. Unfortunately, all the books, all the translations defined citta as subconscious mind. Totally wrong. Yoga does not speak about subconscious mind. It speaks about the mind core, about the seed of the mind. And even those who know Sanskrit, they are tempted to translate that as subconscious because they want to be right with modern psychology. It is not a matter of being right or not right. It is presenting yoga as it is. The very purpose, parinam, that it is saying, the very purpose of our life, why it is saying that you have to be one-pointed. Because the purpose of this life is one, Sat Chit Anand. The true nature of the core of your mind core, is happiness, supreme bliss. There is no other nature. That is the true nature. How to get at that point, how to find that, how to discover or rather revive that. There you need one-pointedness. Many people, they think that, influenced by all the new age books, you have to focus on something. You have to focus on your work. That is not one-pointedness. That is dumbness. You have to be one-pointed towards the purpose of this life. Why the hell we are here? Is it just by accident? Our parents made love and we just came up like that? Or there is some other purpose. It is to find that purpose. Maybe our parents didn't know this purpose. Maybe nobody has told us this purpose. And even if you are told what the purpose is, we are studying this now. I am telling you the purpose, Sat Chit Anand. Don't stop at that. Don't take me at face value. All the yogic scriptures, they don't tell you to take them at face value. You have to discover by yourself. They are just guidebooks. Like you buy a Lonely Planet guidebook, or you go to web, you try to find out about Bali. But you will not enjoy Bali just by reading all those descriptions. You have to come to Bali. So these guidebooks are just doing that service to give you an overview of what yoga is, but at the end you have to experience it by yourself. So the one-pointedness is important to find the purpose of your life. And to find that purpose of your life, you can do many things. You can still be in your profession. There is no injunction that you have to leave a certain profession and you all have to become yoga teachers. No, Patanjali doesn't say that. You have to be yogi. You have to practice yoga, whatever you do. If you are a lawyer, you are a doctor, you are a student, whatever you are, You're just a housewife. You're not doing anything. You're enjoying your life. You have a lot of money. You don't have to work. Whatever you do, you have to live yoga. This is the most important thing. Yoga is a flavor of life. How do you live? How do you work? Ekagrata, one-pointedness, is to find that purpose, Anand, to experience that, and to experience that, while experiencing that, you can be doing 1001 things. All the Vedic gods are seen with at least 4 hands, 4 arms. You don't have 2 arms. 2 arms are avatars, those who are born. They are manifestations of God. Some of the gods have got 12 arms. The Chinese god have got 1000 arms. So all these, it says that you have to be multitasker, you have to be multitasking. Oh no, don't disturb me, I'm busy in doing this. Don't disturb me, let me finish that. You're not a meditator, you're not a yoga, you're not a yogi. You can be doing 1001 things at the same time when you know that the purpose of all these 1001 different things is one. Otherwise, yes, you cannot do anything. And Sat Chit Anand is an ideal to find out. Now, if you try to translate Chit as subconscious, it doesn't make sense. Your subconscious is filled with happiness. If your subconscious is filled with happiness, then that's it. You cannot go wrong. You already have it. No, it is to be realized. It is to be realized. Subconscious, what we call subconscious, is part of our consciousness. It is just a memory. It is just a memory, is a data bank. Having all kinds of memories from your past life, from this life, from so many different experiences, from things that you have read. There is no such thing as compartment. This is your present consciousness, this is your subconsciousness. No. It is all one. It is just a shelf. You go to a library and there is a shelf of ancient history. So your what is called subconscious is just a shelf. You may have 2 shelves, I may have 1, somebody may have 10 shelves. And what yoga is trying to do is trying to say that, look, all those shelves are okay, fine. History is history. But now you cannot satisfy yourself, you cannot appease your hunger just by reading about some food. You have to eat. Menu cannot be eaten. So menu is good, but you have to start cooking and you have to eat. That is what yoga is about. Find out. And nowadays we are so lazy. Somebody was telling me today, he said that I'm committed to myself. I said, well, you are committed to yourself. This is beautiful. Who are you? If you are committed to yourself, who are you? Somebody is to be committed to himself. So who are you and who is self? Now this person doesn't know what meditation is, what yoga is, but he has read somewhere. He has seen somewhere a billboard that I have to commit to myself. This is laziness. Just because you don't want to discover the truth. So who is committing? You are committing to the laziness, innate laziness, my master would say. My master will always remind us, it is your innate laziness. Don't commit to your innate laziness. We want to commit to the sayings, to what the dictates of our mind is. And we think that is ourself. Once you find your true self, you don't have to commit. You have found, you have found. As long as you are saying that you are committing to yourself, you have not found yourself. How can you commit to yourself? Who is committing to whom? If you are the soul, then soul doesn't have to commit to the self. What are you talking? just because we have read somewhere, and this is what happens when you read most of the books. All these people, they are just writers. They don't know what they are writing about. They don't know what they are writing about because they have missed the whole point about citta. They have missed the whole point of yoga. Yoga starts with description of citta. To check the citta so that you can control this citta. How? He explains. How? He explains. And then when the citta is controlled, it is not something like you have become a master of citta. No. You find your true nature. It's just like the waters of the lake. It is still, and you have lost your ring there. You have dropped your ring. But you could not see the ring because the water was not settled. Once the water is shant, calm, you find the ring. The ring was always there, and the ring belongs to you. But you could not find it, you could not see it because of the wavering of the mind. Once the mind is settled, you see, what you have lost was never anywhere else. It was right there, and then you can just pick it up.